Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
Check 52 is the mark. Hey, here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And all the way down to the 35.
Let's go.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Rams' 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Slam.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, too, than he did field goals, 1 in the 2018 season.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, kill! What's up?
From the 31, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, gone. This pass complete to Reynolds. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Reynolds really saw an increased role last year after Cooper Kupp went down with that ACL injury. 29 catches last year for Reynolds, but 22 of those coming after November 11th when Kupp left the lineup. Now it's gone. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Dancing to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, 76.
Goff throwing again. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check right 54. Right 54. Switch up. Check 3.
Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Goff now to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Touchdown, LA! Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And some room to roam now. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
13, 13.
Check 50.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Goff on first down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
We go tonight. 120.
54. Mike 54. All day.
From the gun, here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Steven Gostkowski.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here we go.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Sit.
Hey, watch that. Check.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Running right, this is Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
To try again after the sack. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
20.
54 Mike.
Turbo, set.
On 1st down, Goff. Gets it off to Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
He's not going to get me.
Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Woods the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Tyler Higbee. Incomplete.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Gostkowski's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
19 yards that time for number 19.
Here we go, here we go.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
59. Check, 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 check.
throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Come on, 180.
54.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Brett, 120.
54, Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Okay.
On first down, it's gone. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Reynolds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Wait. 11.
Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
3rd and 15.
15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15. 15
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Check 26, check 26. Hatchet, hatchet.
Lock, lock, lock.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
12, 12.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 34-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. D. Ford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Right there.
21, 21.
54 Mike.
Smooth.
Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long.
White.
It's going to be a long day. 54.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
1, Omaha. Hey, wahoo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. Room here to run. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
He's coming. We got double up. Watch that. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Remember, throughout my career, hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Go ahead.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 24. Check safety.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54. Let's go, defense.
Freeman again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 37. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And this is taken in at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right, where you are. that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's gone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Well, fellas, here we go.
Now Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
11. Hey, 7.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing now. Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Rams, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.